Welcome back live to the Tournated Pickleball Cup here from the Hampshire Court Hotel. I'm Nick Hobbis and pleased to bring you action from our Women's Open division. Fortunately, due to a power outage, we've had to reset all of the technical equipment, so apologies for the inconvenience, but we're back live now. The on-screen graphic not entirely accurate there because this is a game featuring Kayla Graham and Trudy Sullivan playing Mercedes Baxter Chinnery and Jess Wilson. So Baxter Chinnery with Jess Wilson, very much the favourites for this women's doubles open competition. That ball's called out by Sullivan and Graham. So it is Baxter, Chinnery and Wilson who are in the ascendancy on this one, although 2 points in a row for Sullivan and Graham. I mean, they close that gap to 3. So 3-point game here as you join us. Side out there, which means Baxter, Chinnery and Wilson will be looking to extend their lead. The banana serve. Curveball serve from Wilson, nicely handled by Sullivan. Again, apologies to viewers who've joined us throughout the course of the day. Power outage here in Basingstoke has meant that we lost footage temporarily. And return serve from Wilson. So it's a 2-point gap for Sullivan and Graham. Again, if you're joining us on the live stream here on the new link, you can send that to all of your friends and associates. Spread the news that we're back live on air, because the women's draw is hotting up here this afternoon. Temperature rising on and off court. Won't want to miss the action this afternoon with our Women's Open coming to a conclusion, with semi-finals and finals scheduled to take place, and then our senior mixed doubles games getting underway. The action continues to be fierce and competitive all the way here, with stacked draws throughout for our Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup. Our men's winners just joining us at the side of the court to watch this women's action. Josh Bright and Emerson Gregory. They were victorious in the first competition of the day. Just managing to get the better of Oliver and Lofthouse in the final. Sullivan drives that ball and just catches the baseline. Great rescue from Graham. And Sullivan just sends that mid-court drive into the nets. Simon Farr rejoins me here on the show court.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the letdown in power outage here at Basingstoke. All these things are sent to try us.
So far in this women's draw, signed in our Group A division, Wilson and Baxter Chinnery have won one and lost one.
Have they? Okay, who did they lose to?
Gajipra and Sharma beat them 11-7.
Really? Okay.
And Sullivan and Graham have played 3, lost 2, won 1, but one of the games they lost was on a tie break against Rogers and Patel, 10-11. So crucial game for both teams here.
What's quite interesting as well from the organiser perspective is normally if we were doing this on sheets, number of points you lose actually helps towards your overall ranking, but I'm not sure how Tournated will do that. So for example, that game that Kayla and Sullivan lost 11-10, those 10 points would be quite an advantage going into playoffs.
So every point crucial here in the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup. That ball just goes long from Sullivan, and that is it. Mercedes, Baxter Chinnery and Jess Wilson get over the line against the spirited Trudy Sullivan and Kayla Graham. Sure, they'll march on now out of Group A with the undefeated Gajipra and Sharma. Meanwhile, in Group B, it's Emma Rickson and Lauren Gosling who remain undefeated, and backing them up with only one loss on the board is Chantal Griffiths and Mega Kapoor. So the women's draw just starting to take shape here. You can keep up to date with all of the action live from Hampshire Court Hotel here at the Pickleball Basingstoke Cup by downloading the Tournated app and searching for the Basingstoke Pickleball Cup for PickleB events on the app. In the meantime, we're going to go to a short ad break and we'll be back with more action after this short break.
Tyson McGuffin here with Yola Pickleball. This is the new Magnus Lion CAS paddle, stands for Carbon Abrasion Surface. Carbon abrasion on the surface here. It's a double frame carbon fiber construction. Great for performance, very durable, and it's edgeless, it's lightweight, it's aerodynamic, and it looks the part, I'll tell you what. It's the same elongated shape that I've been playing with since day one. Yola did a great job with really making the hitting zone very forgiving. It has a ton of pop, and it just seems like the hitting zone is very consistent. This paddle is going to take your game to the next level. Go Yola.
IT landscapes are increasingly complex, with evolving security threats and the growing demand for seamless service delivery. A managed IT SIM platform enables businesses to overcome these challenges by streamlining processes, enhancing operational efficiency, strengthening security measures, and providing a scalable, cost-effective approach to IT service management. iCTO helps businesses optimize their managed IT SIM platforms by providing expert guidance, automation, and strategic IT service management solutions, ensuring efficiency, scalability, and enhanced service delivery while reducing costs and downtime. iCTO, here when you need it.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league.
Tell where my head was at when you found me. Me and you went to.
Welcome back to the Tournated Pickleball Cup here in Basingstoke, live from the Hampshire Court Hotel. We've got another women's group game lined up for you here from Group B, featuring Kelly Cannings and Linda Randall, representing London Pickleball. They'll be taking on Emma Rickson and the wonder teenager from the southwest, Lauren Goslin. Emma Rickson and Lauren Goslin undefeated so far here this morning. Cannings and Randall have played 3, won 2 and lost 1, so feels like a critical game for both teams. Both teams seem to be the form runners in Group B. So it will be Cannings with ball in hand. That's Lauren Goslin and Rickson at the top of your screen. Rickson sporting the box t-shirts. Not too sure what colour that one is, but Simon will tell you.
That's grey with an orange logo, basically.
Simple as that.
If you look courtside, you'll see Steve May with a white one with an orange logo. And we have many other colours available.
Lauren Goslin just sporting the knee brace. Great action here. Randall on top in that rally. So another sister partnership here, Simon. Hannings and Randall, twin sisters actually.
Okay. I'm a twin as well.
You're a twin too?
I am. I have a twin sister. She's 10 minutes older than me. Twins at two. Not sure if you're aware, but they would have had two. A mum would have had two eggs basically. That's why they're not identical. Identical's a split egg. Twins that I can't remember the name for it. I can't remember the name, but they don't look alike. It's a two egg situation.
Well,
Fun fact. Right?
fun fact, so you're not going to believe this. I'm also a twin.
No, sorry, I'm preaching to the converted, Nick. I do apologise.
My twin brother was born 14 minutes earlier than me. So, two sets of twins in the commentary booth, a set of twins on court. But will it be the non-siblings that managed to get the job done here, of Rickson and Goslin? Nothing else, viewers at home understand the biology and anatomy of twins a little bit more.
There you go, Nick. I made you a nice hot cup of tea. Tell me what you think.
The standard of tea has improved as well. New link, new tea. Same quality pickleball. Look at the defence here. And Hannings, who won the gold medal 3 weeks ago, showed quality such as that in defence of what you're witnessing now. And I think 3 weeks back I described her as a brick wall, Simon, because there's not much that gets past her. And again, we see those defensive attributes coming to fruition there.
You're three, yeah. You're three.
3-1-1. Players just asking us to confirm the score. Of course, Simon Farr, scoreboard control of the weekend. More than adept in his response, confident in his knowledge.
Apologies for shouting in the mic. I forgot it was turned on. You can tell I'm quite new to this.
If you're joining us online, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. All the action being brought to you live from Basingstoke here at the Hampshire Court Hotel. Drop us a comment in the live chat. We'll be happy to get back to you and give you a shout out. Again, just some slight confusion about the score here.
I think it's about the stack as well. Doesn't feel like Gosling and Rickson have got themselves going in this match yet, doesn't it?
It's a slow start for Rickson and Gosling, that's for sure, but that's nice from Cannings, who just pierces that ball into the gap between Rickson and Goslin. Randall wants that one back, that's for sure. Cocks the back leg up and just puts the volley into the nets.
Yeah, they're definitely struggling with their stack, so yeah.
Again, just some confusion, not with the scoreline here. It's definitely 5-1, but the positioning of players owing to the fact that they're deploying a stack, meaning sometimes they can get confused about where their starting positions are, who's serving, who's receiving, who the non-player is, but I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I've got 5-1.
So that's 6, and we're going to switch ends. So switching sides, switching ends. Emma Rickson knows what's going on, so if Emma knows what's going on, everybody else knows what's going on. It's 6-1.
In fairness to Emma, she stacks all the time with James Chowdhury, so if there's anyone I trust about who know what side they should be on, it's Emma.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye on it from now on, Simon, to make sure they're in the right place. I reckon they might need some advice again before this game's up. So, Rickson and Goslin with a stack this time. Randall persistent in her volleying attack. Just manages to put the pressure, keep the pressure on Rickson, who's not able to respond. So just lacking a little bit of flow and momentum this game. That goes long from Randall. So the last 4 points, the last 4 rallies have not yielded any points at all. 2 non-scoring side outs. That net cord comes to the aid of Goslin though. So Goslin and Rickson double their tally. Nice drop from Goslin, tries the lob. Yeah, well played, Lauren. Goslin.
And that's why she is a rising star. Defence, attack with a lob, and put away. Amazing. Sorry, slight accident in the commentary booth. Mr. Nobbin obviously managed to spill tea all down himself. I bet he wishes cold tea now.
Rickson joining us in the commentary booth. More than welcome. Just managed to spill tea all over myself. So things not going too well for me in the last half an hour.
Was it hot enough for you, Nick, the tea, Lee spilt?
Could have done with it being a bit cooler on that occasion. Anyway, back to the pickleball here, because it's a 3-point game. And it's a crucial encounter for both teams, and that's a tag, a body bag. Rickson apologises. Randall waves away the apologies. Persistence from Goslin, who's just livened up somewhat, Simon, here.
It seems so. It feels like the momentum shifted a little bit in their favour. That's the non-scoring side out for the opponents, and they're back in the driving seat again.
Yeah, nice defences from Goslin. That ball stays in play. And Cannings left it for Randall. Randall left it for Cannings. Ultimately, the ball just caught the baseline. So 2-point the deficit now. And this really is starting to look like a comeback from Rickson and Goslin. Great rescue from Rickson. Power shots. Power shots. Power shots. Reset. And that ball goes long. Great defences from a scrambling Rickson and a composed Goslin. Serve out wide. Sometimes it's about precision rather than power, Simon, and that previous rally, you probably identify that.
100%, yeah. That was just get the ball back, get the ball back, get the ball back. Sometimes when you've got to smash the ball, the pressure's on you rather than the opponent's. All they've got to do is just get it back over the net high, and those overhead lobs can be really tricky sometimes, especially when you're looking up into the lights.
Emma Rickson just tells her partner, we're back in this now, and I couldn't agree more. The pressure goes back to Cannings and Randall. Nice defences by Randall. Nice speed up from Rickson, who plays on the forehand side, defends on the backhand side, and ultimately proves too strong for Randall. This time it goes long from Rickson. So, crucial exchanges now in this women's open division.
Can I say, what game are you watching, Nick?
Things started so well today. Oh, and that's off the shoulder of Lauren Goslin. The speed up from Randall. Tags Lauren Goslin. It's body bag time here. And it's a 3-point lead for Cannings and Randall. The ball just keeps coming back.
How did
And
she get that
lands
back?
in court, Lauren Goslin, and puts the easy volley into the net. A rise smile. But ultimately, it's Cannings and Randall who are now 2 points away from victory. Yes, Kelly Cannings, great drive down the line, popped up by Goslin, and that brings up match point. And as quick as the comeback was, the victory parade is about to happen, I feel. Yeah, that's a great dink from Randall. An attacking dink, and it is Cannings and Randall who get over the line. Rickson and Goslin, slow start to that match. Made a comeback midway through, but the strong finishing prowess of Randall and Cannings means they march on undefeated in Group B. We'll be back with more action from our Women's Open draw after this short break.
Diadem began with a goal to develop a better tennis string, then a better racket, then a better ball. But it's transformed into a story beyond our wildest dreams. Out of our passion for racket sports grew a desire to innovate and redefine the game. Then came Pickleball, a phenomenon that ignited our purpose. Shaping the industry became our mission, but it led to so much more. Diadem isn't just about redefining sports equipment, it's about empowering you, our players, to lead healthier lives, form friendships that transcend borders and backgrounds, and to get out and play. Pickleball enables us to do what we do best, innovate. But Diadem inspires much more because it's not about the brand, it's about the individuals who bring it to life. Our success isn't tallied in paddles and rackets sold, but in smiles brought to players' faces and the relentless pursuit of improvement. At Diadem, our purpose is simple. We live to unlock experiences. We live to compete not just against opponents, but against friends, families, rivals, and heroes alike. At Diadem, we live for one more game, one more shot, one more moment in this story we are writing together. Welcome to Diadem, where we live to play.
The modern workplace promises flexibility, productivity, and collaboration, but getting there isn't always easy. Many businesses struggle with outdated systems, security concerns, and the challenge of integrating remote and hybrid work environments seamlessly. ICTO delivers modern workplace solutions designed to tackle these challenges head-on. With expertise in cloud integration, enhanced security, and intuitive collaboration tools, ICTO ensures your team can work securely and efficiently from anywhere. Our tailored solutions streamline workflows, reduce the IT headache, and create an agile, future-proof workplace. Plus, with proactive support and strategic guidance, ICTO helps you navigate the ever-changing digital landscape with confidence. Don't let workplace challenges hold your business back. Choose ICTO to transform your workplace into a dynamic, productive, and resilient environment. ICTO, here when you need it.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league.
The modern workplace promises flexibility, productivity, and collaboration, but getting there isn't always easy. Many businesses struggle with outdated systems, security concerns, and the challenge of integrating remote and hybrid work environments seamlessly. ICTO delivers modern workplace solutions designed to tackle these challenges head-on. With expertise in cloud integration, enhanced security, and intuitive collaboration tools, ICTO ensures your team can work securely and efficiently from anywhere. Our tailored solutions streamline workflows, reduce the IT headache, and create an agile, future-proof workplace. Plus, with proactive support and strategic guidance, ICTO helps you navigate the ever-changing digital landscape with confidence. Don't let workplace challenges hold your business back. Choose ICTO to transform your workplace into a dynamic, productive, and resilient environment. ICTO, here when you need it.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league.
Welcome back to the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup. Here live from the Hampshire Court Hotel. And we're at the crucial stages now of our women's semi-final. Coming up on court, we've got Linda Randall and Kelly Cannings. And I'll be taking on the undefeated Millie Sharma and Bhavika Gajipra. This will be a race to 11 where both teams will have aspirations of getting through to the gold medal match. Players just going through their final warm-ups. An opportunity for me to thank all of our sponsors this weekend. HubSpot for providing the cameras for our live stream. HubSpot, the camera provider of choice here for PickleB.co.uk. Also Skechers Pickleball for Skechers UK. The footwear of choice for pickleball players here this weekend. Also, thank you to Franklin, who are our ball sponsor this weekend, using the X40, the world-renowned X40 on the acrylic courts here at the Hampshire Court Spa and Hotel. Check out the calendar for events coming up this year on PickleB.co.uk. Our next event's in 2 weeks in Wiltshire, Swindon. With events coming up in places like Gloucester, Southend, to name a few. So, semi-final about to get underway. At the bottom of your screen it will be Randall and Cannings. At the top of your screen it will be Gajipra and Sharma. So, race to 11, Cannings to serve. And that's a nice third shot drop to begin with. By Cannings, the ultra impressive Cannings. But just as I say that, she sends that ball long, as is the theme of the day. Simon Farr joining me on comms again for this one, Simon, and this should be a competitive affair.
Yeah, I think it will be after watching the last match. I do love the fact that Conte's curse always seems to hit you when you say something. What is that, fate, Carmen? What do you reckon?
Probably a little bit of fate. Gajipra and Sharma undefeated today. It'll be Randall and Cannings who are looking to adjust that certificate and put a loss onto the record of Sharma and Gajipra. And started off with power and more power here, Randall and Cannings, setting their stall out. great resets. What a great reset from Kelly Cannings. Forces Gajipa to pop the ball up. And it's Randall who puts it away. And it's a smoking start here from Randall and Cannings in our Women's Open semi-final. That ball catches the baseline as well. Sharma on the speed up, Randall on the defence. And it's all about power and more power at the minute from Cannings and Randall. The twin sister partnership marching their way through the early stages of this semi-final. Electric start, Simon, from the sisters.
100%, yeah, they really look on it, don't they? Good lead. Keen to see
Ball
if they-
goes long from Sharma.
Be interesting to watch their stack this time, Nick, and just see if they can keep it together with the stack.
Ball just goes wide off the short return. We talk about serves and returns and thirds. That return was short, but not capitalised upon by Randall. Pop up from Randall and the backhand flick roll from Sharma catches the sideline. So they're on the board. Scorpion liking her defence. Linda Randall. And that's a very clever short serve. Oh, but she's just called a foot fault on herself there, Viveka Gajipra. So, Cannings and Randall get the ball back. Very honest, Simon, from Gajipra there.
Oh, that's what you want to see in the sport, isn't it? Just a bit of honesty. I always think of pickleball a bit like snookers, that, you know, the snooker players, they'll call a foul shot even if no one's seen it. And it feels the same with pickleball, that's what people should be like, where they know they've hit a line or they've put their foot in the kitchen, whatever else. They call it themselves and be fair and honest players.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Those values central to the sport of pickleball. And that's a nice put away by Kelly Cannings. This time Gajipra with the pop-up. Cannings punishes. So electric start to the semi-final as we suggested.
I wouldn't mention electrics, Nick. It's been a bit tricky today. Oh, we're joined in the commentary booth by Scott Mayo. Does he want to come on comms?
Scott Mayo into the commentary booth straight from the Men's Open this morning. Scott, welcome aboard. How are you after your exploits earlier today?
Very good, lovely to be here. First time, so I apologise in advance, everyone, but I shall do my best. Yeah, feeling good. Some great matches. I was speaking to Steve earlier just about how amazing the standard is, and it's really sort of developed even in the sort of past few months, so it's really amazing to see. Great job by everyone here, and yeah, credit to everyone.
Well, it's highly noticeable, Scott, that whilst the standard's improving generically, if we speak about you as a pickleball player, it's clear for everybody to see that you're matching those advancements in the levels of pickleball. What have you done to master the improvements in your own game?
Big question. I suppose we've just been actually trying to drill more on Wednesdays. So down in Cardiff, where I'm from, we've been trying to do some more actual sort of intentional drilling practice with the players that we've got down there, and I think that's really paying dividends with a lot of them meddling in tournaments like this. But I think the most important thing is being regulars at these types of events here, because this is just where you get the best games you possibly can, and this is where the learning takes place in preparation to sort of take it home to Cardiff to learn then even more for next time.
Yeah, and that's evident for all to see, Scott, within your game, because the improvement on court that you've shown at the PickleB events over the past few tournaments has warranted the finishing positions that you've managed to secure. And I know that you'll have hopes of performing well for Wales in the European Pickleball Championships in September as well.
Yeah, so we're actually bit of an exclusive, I suppose, actually here is we were speaking just this week about, for the first time, we're actually going to be hosting some trials actually for the team this year. Date's not yet been confirmed, but we're hoping to actually get some trials going and see if we can find some Welsh talent out there. I'm sure there is, and we look forward to seeing what they look like.
So exclusive news here from Scott Mayo, live from the Tournated Pickleball Cup, that Wales will be hosting some trial events in order to select their European Pickleball Championship team. So if you're watching from Wales, first of all, croeso. Second of all, stay tuned for further information from Scott and the team over the Welsh Organising Committee about your participation, potential participation in the upcoming championships. But back to this one, more pressing matters here, Scott, because semi-final action, and Kelly Cannings and Linda Randall came out all guns blazing, and Sharma and Gajipa find themselves on the back foot.
Let's see what they've got now at 6-1. Like we know in this sport, anything's still possible. So all you need is just one or two good shots just to get yourself going. And we'll see what we'll do. Just gone wide there with that one, but I think, sometimes all you need is just that one good shot. And I'm sure they'll have a chance to see if they can spin this one around.
Yeah, we very much saw this morning that pickleball's a game of momentum at times, and once you're in the ascendancy, it's easy to keep accumulating points. But when your back's against the wall, sometimes it's just about reverting back to basics, executing those before being able to claw back that deficit. So Sharma and Gajipa have just doubled their tally, and I'll be hoping that some basic pickleball here will allow them just to get some consistency and get back into this semi-final. Yeah, that's a great angle from Linda Randall.
It's absolutely beautiful to see. It's one of those shots that you definitely see and get played more at these levels, because people are just getting so good at returning at these levels, just the sort of straight volley these days. So to actually almost take a little bit off it and find that angle is definitely a shot we're going to start to see more, and perfectly executed there by Randall.
So 5-point cushion here, race to 11 in our semi-final. Gold medal match awaits, and that's a nice backhand flick from Randall again, who's showing the pickleball world how talented she is here in our Ladies Open division semi-final. 3 points from victory now for Cannings and Randall.
Again, just like you said, I think just a bit of a reset, maybe even if they just try and slow it down and just go back to those basics. But yeah, keep their head up. They know they're in this, they just need to sort of just keep going, go back to those basics, I think, now.
Let's not forget, Sharma and Gajipa undefeated so far today. Come out of the group stages with 4 wins. Great defence here. pop-up from Sharma. Great defence initially from Cannings and Randall, but they quickly turned defence into attack, forced the pop-up, and Cannings is impressive with the put-away volley, Scott.
It's just, like you said, that defence into attack. The way they're able to execute that is amazing, and sort of those points there is why we love this sport. You never really know. You never know when the point's over, and an absolute delight to watch, yeah.
So second match point here for Cannings and Randall. Can they get over the line at the second attempt? The lob from Cannings seals the deal, and that was ultra impressive from Kelly Cannings and Linda Randall. The twin sister duo march on into the gold medal match, whereas a disappointed Sharma and Gajipra will face the bronze medal matchup on court 2. But we'll be back with more action with Simon Farr, Scott Mayo and myself after this short break.
Without a technical director, small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, encounter numerous challenges, including poor technology decisions, inefficiencies, and costly errors. Teams may lack direction, leading to delays and accumulating technical debt. Without strategic oversight, SMEs risk falling behind competitors and missing out on growth opportunities. To address these challenges, ICTO offers a fractional technical director service. This approach provides high-level technical leadership without the financial burden of a full-time hire. Startups and SMEs benefit from strategic guidance on software architecture, product development, and technology roadmaps while maintaining manageable expenses. Our extensive experience enables companies to avoid potential pitfalls and accelerate their growth. An ICTO fractional director brings scalable technology strategies and enhances team development without disrupting daily operations. By evaluating technology stacks, streamlining processes, and mentoring in-house teams, we improve efficiency and long-term stability. Our external perspective helps identify issues that internal teams may overlook. ICTO provides flexibility and agility, which are essential for navigating rapidly evolving markets. Companies can adjust our involvement based on project requirements, funding rounds, or significant strategic shifts. With our expert guidance, businesses make informed technical decisions, mitigate risks, and maintain their competitiveness. ICTO, here when you need it.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league.
Hey Team Diadem, we got something new for you. We're taking it to the max. Introducing the Max Shape, the widest paddle in our collection. The new wide body Max Shape is available in the Edge 18K, the 18K Power, and the Icon Infinity. Not only is your sweet spot enhanced, but your surface area is increased and your spin potential is maxed. So this paddle is ideal for those looking for an enhanced sweet spot, a ton of spin potential, and a shorter handle. My mama always told me, never judge a paddle by its shape, judge it by its performance. The Max Shape, available now.
Welcome back to the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Club here live on behalf of PickleB.co.uk and Pickleball Events, powered by Skechers, the footwear of choice for pickleball players here this weekend, and Franklin the X40, the ball of choice for players too. We're pleased to be able to bring you the final of the Women's 18 Plus Open Division, which will feature the winning semi-finalists from our previous matchup, Linda Randall and Kelly Cannings, who were ultra impressive in their 11-2 victory, but not as impressive as Jess Wilson and Mercedes Baxter Chinnery, who managed to defeat their opponents by 11 points to 1. So when we look at a direct comparison, it is Wilson and Baxter Chinnery who will come into this game as favourites. You'll note from my preview on my Instagram handle, Nick H Broadcasting, that Wilson and Baxter Chinnery were definitely the pair to beat coming into this competition, and they've lived up to that reputation and that seeding by making their way impressively into the final. But Kelly Cannings and Linda Randall will give them plenty to think about, that's for sure. And I'm pleased to say joining me once more for the final will be Scott Mayo. And Scott, very much looking forward to this one.
Yes, for sure. I've had I was going to say pleasure, but most of the time I think I've lost to most of the people on this court already. To play against three of these absolutely fantastic players, deserve to be where they are right now in this final playing together. The only one I haven't actually personally watched is Baxter Chinnery. I've heard good things about her from yourself and others as well, so I'm really looking forward to how this one plays out. I think it'll be a really, really good final. If I'm allowed to have a guess, I'm going to say it's going to go to 3, and I might eat my own words, but I think it's going to go to a final setter, in my opinion, in this one.
There you go. You heard it here first from Scott Mayo. He thinks we're going to a third game. Don't forget that format change in the final. It's first to 11, win by 1. But you've got to get to 2 games to take home that gold medal. So at the bottom of your screen, we've got Baxter Chinnery sporting the turquoise outfits, slightly more purple actually, than the green trainers. And then Jess Wilson, her playing partner, definitely in the white and turquoise top. And they're taking on Randall with the blonde hair and her twin sister Cannings with the brown hair at the top of your screen. So how does that affect the mindset of a player, Scott, when you've been so used to playing games to 11, one game to 11, but in the final, what changes for the player in terms of their psychological approach to the game? Is that a positive thing? Is that a negative thing? Does that disturb the flow of a player?
I suppose I can only speak from a personal perspective, but I always prefer the best of 3s myself, just because you can sort of think in that longer term strategy, and you've really sort of, that it's not over straight away, so you can have a sort of dodgy run, which, like we said in the past, we know you can be sort of quite streaky and go on runs in this sport, and that therefore can sort of be okay in these best of 3s, because that you've got a bit of time to sort of reset and come back. So overall positive, but then the other side of it is you've really got to be patient, and you've really just got to still take it a point at a time, and really have that mindset of just point at a time, just keep chipping away, because this is going to be a long slog, I think.
Yeah, great insight here from Scott Mayo, one of the top players on the UK Franklin Tour. Early exchanges here, slightly back and forth. Wilson playing with the Jula Mod 3 Scots, but that's scheduled to be illegal post-July, is that right?
Yeah, I think you pretty much took the words out of my mouth, because as I watched that drive come from Wilson, I just thought, if only I could hit a ball like that. And I'm not taking anything away from Wilson as well, but I think that Yola paddle is something to behold, especially when we've got it in the hands of someone like Wilson as well. I think it's a lethal combination. I'd love to have a try with one, but maybe I'll get one before July as well and see what that's all about. Although I'm not allowed thinking about it.
Of course, Yola have got their new brand of paddles out. They were launched a couple of weeks back. And if you're joining us here at the Hampshire Court Hotel this weekend, you can pick yours up from the Pickleball store. Lloyd Attrell here all weekend with the Pickleball store for all your top quality paddles and merchandise. Feel free to stop by and say hello to Lloyd. Always happy to help. Baxter Chinnery attempts the speed up there, just catches the net tape and walks away with disgust on her face at herself, but quickly parks that, gets back into set position and winds the stack. And the net cord this time catches Baxter Chinnery on the chest. Apology comes from Randall, so tight affair at the beginning of this final, Scott.
Yeah, it's times like that, so sort of 2 points in a row, and the second wasn't really, Baxter Chinnery's fault, but like we sort of alluded to in the past, what you've got to do at this point is just, in this sport, is just refocus and go to the next point straight away, forget about the last one. Sort of, as we saw Baxter Chinnery there, sort of close her eyes, reset, go again, and I think that's what it's all about, thinking in that sort of long-term strategy, and they've done a good job now of even just this sort of slowing down right now actually might help them too. One thing I will also say that I really enjoy about Baxter Chinnery, never seen her before, definitely something to be said in this sport, is I love how she has a sort of pre-serve routine, and it's sort of really sort of prominent to see, and you can see that her serves are very consistent too, and not enough people, I don't think, actually have that sort of set serving motion, and I think it really goes a long way. So I think it's something that players watching can learn from as well.
That possibly come from your golfing background, Scott. We referenced that live on air earlier, that your handicap's pretty low, and in fact you've once gone round the course in 69 shots, which is mightily impressive. But I guess transitioning from golf to pickleball and vice versa, that set routine would be something that you'd encourage for players?
100%, just look at that serve there, every time it's deep, it's long, and it was something that I was always taught from golf, of having that pre-shot routine. A serve in pickleball is obviously something that you can control in this sport because you have the ball in your hand. The same with golf, obviously, is always a still ball, and having that pre-shot routine is so helpful with the mindset and knowing really where you want to put the ball. So yeah, you can really see how that transitions over into this sport too. Although maybe I should learn from take my own advice actually.
Oh, believe you and me, Scott, it's easy to talk a good game here in the comms booth. Sometimes, well, all the time, very difficult to execute on court, so complete admiration for those players such as yourself who are playing at the highest levels this weekend. Slight miscommunication there between Wilson and Baxter Chinnery, and it's Randall and Cannons who are in the ascendancy here. And they've got side out there for Baxter Chinnery and Wilson, so they'll be looking to claw back this 5-point deficit that's developed. And again, just the 5th shot just going away there from Baxter Chinnery. Is it a case of just getting back to basics here, Scott?
I think that Cannings and Randall are so solid at the moment, and there's definitely something to be said with going back to those basics at these, with a missed serve there, but yeah, just going back to those basics, get the serves in, get those third shots in, and maybe just see if they can get some points at the kitchen now.
It's a great drop from Randall, just puts pressure on Wilson, forcing her to hit up on the ball. Nice power from Baxter Chinnery though. So, second opportunity here to get the first game over and done with for the twin sister partnership of Cannings and Randall. But that's nice from Wilson. And Wilson's at her best, I find, Scott, when she's delivering that power. Driving the ball forehand or backhand side. Always at her best when she's got the opportunity to deliver the ball with power.
And yeah, sort of what you spoke about earlier, going back to basics, but also playing within yourself, I think, in these moments too. Going back to what you know and just trusting yourself. You know, these players know that they're good players, and yes, they're in a final, but sometimes you've just got to go back to what you know, trust, and just sort of play on instinct maybe. Don't overcomplicate it. Again, easier said than done. We all get a little bit tight in these sorts of positions, but if you can just try and find that flow state and trust how you know you can play, then we'll see if they can get a little bit of a turnaround now.
So 2 game points wasted by Randall and Cannings. I think we might have the wrong score on screen. Simon Farr has only got 2 jobs here this weekend. The first is making tea. The second is keeping score. Oh, I tell a lie. Very much the logistics man. He's been on comms as well, so he's doing it all. We'll forgive him. Just on this occasion, though. So we'll just try and listen to this now. No, that was fairly quiet. We know that Cannings and Randall are in the ascendancy. They've got an extended lead, that's for sure, but we don't. Ball on court, we're going to replay the points. And the score is actually right on screen now at the first time of asking for Simon Farr. So it is game point now. Let's call this game point number 1.
Oh.
And the net cord brings up the first game. Wilson with a wry look on her face. They'll take the opportunity during this timeout to reset. What will they be talking about, Scott?
I think just going back to those basics again, I'm also at the same time, I don't think they can be particularly too disheartened. I think the Randall and Cannings they played solid there. And I think it's a sort of fairly even contest, other than the fact that they were solid and the others maybe missed more than they normally would and have sort of so far in this tournament. So go back to those basics and go back to maybe that power play, like you said, that they know that they're good at.
Simon, anything for you that stands out here that Wilson and Baxter Chinnery can do differently to claw their way back into this final?
Yeah, apologies there, ladies and gentlemen, for the scoring there. I'm not sure. I think I went to sleep for 5 minutes. Interesting now, you'll see Sam Anderson having a chat with Justin Mercedes. He's a great coach, Sam, so he will have given them some tactics, probably given them some ideas of what to do and how to get on top of the next game. So we'll wait and see what he said comes true.
So Cannings and Randall will be hoping for more of the same. Baxter Chinnery and Wilson will be definitely looking to make amends here, because this is a crucial second game here, live at the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup from the Hampshire Court Hotel. Randall and Cannings can secure victory here for the second time. of asking, where Baxter, Chinnery and Wilson must win this game to stay in the final. Now, Cannings was our last gold medalist 3 weeks ago at this very venue, so she'll be looking to get back-to-back gold, which will be mightily impressive in the Women's Open division. Nice putter weight there from Wilson. There's that power you referenced, Scott.
Again, going back to that, let's go back to what you know. Those putaways, 99 times out of 100, she's going to get them. She's going to put them away. So when they're there, when the opportunity comes, just make sure that she takes them.
And that was the first dinking rally, the first proper dinking exchange of the final. So I just wonder, Simon, if Sam Anderson has referenced a complete game changer in getting that ball into the kitchen and engaging Randall and Cannings in some dinking exchanges.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Sam coached a lot of the players at the European Pickleball Championships in last November, and he was invaluable to the team. So, great tactician. Be really interested to see how that progresses through this game.
Yeah, nice hands battle there. Won by Baxter, Chinnery. Double-handed backhand above her shoulder. Not an easy shot to control, but just tags the legs of Randall. Who's under more pressure here, Scott? Cannings and Randall, or Baxter, Chinnery and Wilson?
I find that Cannings and Randall never really actually give too much away. Whenever I've played against them, you don't really feel like they're ever under pressure. I genuinely think that they'll be feeling fine, fairly composed. I think that Baxter, Chinnery and Wilson are probably going to be feeling it a little bit more, but we'll see how this one plays out. As I said, I thought it was going to be best of 3, and I want to win my £10 back that I put my bet on, so let's see if we can get the best of 3 going, just for the entertainment value, not because I want my £10 back.
And Scott, from your experience, I mean, we referenced the technical attributes and the physical attributes of players on court constantly, pretty much all the time, analysing that, but how much do the psychological attributes of players have an impact in performance?
I think it's almost greater. You can be one of the best players on this court, but if you're not mentally there and you let yourself go a little bit mentally and start getting frustrated with yourself, you're going to struggle. I've actually just recently, I don't know whether you've read it yourself, I've just started reading The Inner Game of Tennis. And I mean, all of that is talking about is sort of flow state and the inner workings of the mind whilst on a tennis court. And it's such a huge thing. Again, from my background in golf, stood over the ball with no confidence. There's sort of such an inevitability about it. The same as if you stand on a pickleball court. You've got to trust yourself. And personally, I'm quite like an instinctive player. I don't know whether the same can be said for these, whether they're more technical or not, but instinctive players normally, I think, would then mean that they need the sort of psychology behind them too. So, bit of PMA, old school PMA, never hurt anyone, I don't think.
Yes. Balls just goes wide from Cannings. Nice to have the expertise and knowledge of Scott Mayo here in the commentary booth. You can check out his newsletter, The Paradox of Now, which is a blog he brings out monthly, which is well worth a read. Follow Scott Mayo on his Instagram handles. Again, Cannings and Randall just doing a great job of keeping Baxter, Chinnery and Wilson on the baseline there. So, feels like a big exchange this, because it's a 2-point lead already in this crucial second game. Wilson and Baxter, Chinnery won't want that to grow anymore, and that's a great put away by Baxter, Chinnery, who positions herself well and explodes up through the forehand volley.
Sort of always in control of that point. Executed it perfectly.
That ball just goes long, so it's a non-scoring side out. Critical non-scoring side out here at the crucial stages of our final.
Yeah, she, like you said, she is a brick wall. You just cannot get a ball past her. Very, very impressive. Okay, I'm going to just concentrate on the scoring, and I won't be talking very much anymore.
Cannings just goes wide. So second scoring opportunity here for Linda Randall. And the pressure is starting to show on Baxter Chinnery. You saw her wipe her forehead before receiving that serve. Great punch volley from Linda Randall. Finds the space between Baxter Chinnery and Wilson. Takes them to within 2 points of the gold medal here at the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup. Make that 1 point. It's now match points, and in the blink of an eye, it's Cannings and Randall who sit on the edge of glory. Gold medals await. Look at their ability to reset each time. And there it is. What an exchange to seal the deal. It's Kelly Cannings and Linda Randall who take home the gold medals here at the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup. Congratulations to Cannings and Randall. Commiserations to Wilson and Baxter Chinnery, who ultimately just come up short in defining their strategy there in the final, but they'll be pleased to go home with a silver medal, and so they should be after some stellar performances in the group stages and the semi-final. They'll be back as a partnership, I'm sure, later on in the season. But all the plaudits, all the glory and the gold medals go to Kelly Cannings and Linda Randall. Scott, last thoughts from you?
I mean, that last point just epitomised why they won gold today. Their reset in mid-court was absolutely beautiful, and their ability to turn defence into attack like they did to win that final point, absolute privilege, and deserved winners. But again, credit to anyone that makes it to a final in one of these tournaments at this time, because the levels are unbelievable. So congratulations to all that got this far. All deserved the medals around their neck. Incredible.
Yeah, fantastic. Scott, well, we hope you can stay with us, because coming up after the break, we'll have a short interview with our winners, Kelly Cannings and Linda Randall, before switching to a men's 4.0 semi-final, and then our mixed doubles for the seniors will get underway. So we'll go to a short break, and then we'll be back with an interview with our finalists right after this word from our sponsors.
It began with a goal to develop a better tennis string, then a better racket, then a better ball. But it's transformed into a story beyond our wildest dreams. Out of our passion for racket sports grew a desire to innovate and redefine the game. Then came pickleball, a phenomenon that ignited our purpose. Shaping the industry became our mission, but it led to so much more. Diadem isn't just about redefining sports equipment, it's about empowering you, our players, to lead healthier lives, form friendships that transcend borders and backgrounds, and to get out and play. Pickleball enables us to do what we do best, innovate. But Diadem inspires much more, because it's not about the brand, it's about the individuals who bring it to life. Our success isn't tallied in paddles and rackets sold, but in smiles brought to players' faces and the relentless pursuit of improvement. At Diadem, our purpose is simple. We live to unlock experiences. We live to compete not just against opponents, but against friends, families, rivals, and heroes alike. At Diadem, we live for one more game, one more shot, one more moment in this story we are writing together. Welcome to Diadem, where we live to play.
The modern workplace promises flexibility, productivity, and collaboration, but getting there isn't always easy. Many businesses struggle with outdated systems, security concerns, and the challenge of integrating remote and hybrid work environments seamlessly. ICTO delivers modern workplace solutions designed to tackle these challenges head-on. With expertise in cloud integration, enhanced security, and intuitive collaboration tools, ICTO ensures your team can work securely and efficiently from anywhere. Our tailored solutions streamline workflows, reduce the IT headache, and create an agile, future-proof workplace. Plus, with proactive support and strategic guidance, ICTO helps you navigate the ever-changing digital landscape with confidence. Don't let workplace challenges hold your business back. Choose ICTO to transform your workplace into a dynamic, productive, and resilient environment. ICTO, here when you need it.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league.
Welcome back to the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup here at the Hampshire Court Hotel. I'm pleased to say that I've been joined by our Women's Open gold medalists, Kelly Cannings and Linda Randall. Kelly, you must be overjoyed.
Yeah, it was a thrilling final. We weren't expecting much out of it. But yeah, so we went in and played our best. I think that's the best we've played in a long, long time. So yeah, really, really pleased. Great result.
And Linda, what were your expectations coming into today? Because when I looked at the draw this morning, it was highly competitive. So what did you think you would achieve today?
Yeah, I think we came in the same, not really expecting too much. So it's just kind of come in, play our best and just see what happened at the end of it. So we are actually really surprised that we've come away with gold, but really thrilled at the same time.
And Kelly, from your perspective, you took the gold medal home with Megha Kapoor 3 weeks ago here at this very venue, ditched her for your twin sister. You must feel like you're at the top of your game right at the minute.
Yeah, I feel I'm playing really well at the moment. And yeah, obviously I normally play with Linda, so it's good to get that partnership back and running, and good level throughout the whole day. So every game, super competitive and great fun.
And Linda, just a word on your opponents in the final, who were competitive right until the very last point.
Oh yeah, they're a great pair and they played really well. So yeah, just congratulations to them. And on another day, you never know, they might have come away a bit, but thrilled that we managed to get the win today.
Yeah, well, I very much agree that you ladies were the best team here on show today, very deserving of your gold medals. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you in action at more PickleB events in the future. So congratulations today, and we'll let you go and recover.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more action here live from the Hampshire Court Hotel at the Tournated Pickleball Cup here in Basingstoke. Thanks for joining us wherever you are in the world, but don't go anywhere, because after this short break, we'll have a men's 4-0 final before switching up to our senior mixed doubles open draw. Stay with us. We'll be back after this short break.
Navigating the complexities of international taxation can be challenging. Partnering with a tax consultant from ICXO offers numerous benefits. Our experts provide tailored advice on corporate tax structures, intercompany financing, and tax-efficient cross-border transactions, ensuring compliance and optimal financial outcomes. Specializing in Middle East tax planning, we offer in-depth guidance on regional regulations and negotiations with tax authorities. Additionally, our team assists with transfer pricing policies, aligning with OECD and local regulations, and managing tax risks across multiple jurisdictions. Trust ICXO to navigate the complexities of international taxation effectively. ICXO Tax, less taxing.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league.
Here with Yola Pickleball. This is the new Magnus Lion CAS paddle, stands for carbon abrasion surface. Carbon abrasion on the surface here. It's a double frame carbon fiber construction, great for performance, very durable, and it's edgeless, it's lightweight, it's aerodynamic, and it looks the part, I'll tell you what. It's the same elongated shape that I've been playing with since day one. Yola did a great job with really making the hitting zone very forgiving, has a ton of pop, and it just seems like the hitting zone is very consistent. This paddle is going to take your game to the next level. Go Yola.
IT landscapes are increasingly complex, with evolving security threats and the growing...
Welcome back to the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup here
with Yola Pickleball. This is the...
Got a men's 4.0 final for you, featuring the Rybakovs brothers, Roberts and Nikita, at the base of your screen, and they're taking on the partnership of Nixon and Clark. Lee Nixon in the white top and Callum Clark in the blue top. This is just a race to 15. And Scott, from what I'm seeing early on, this is some standard for 4-0. Definitely not, Scott. We don't want any sandbagging, that's for sure. Great defence from Rybakovs, who just punches the volley down the line. It was Callum Clark looking to win the point on the volley, but Rybakovs just sends that ball down the line. This game being played at a fast tempo. Ball was down, and Callum Clark takes a freebie against Nikita Rybakovs. Tags him on the leg. That'll spice things up in the final. Nice speed up from Nixon. We'll just get a check on the score. The ball goes long from Clark. Whilst we celebrate the standard here at 4-0 level, Scott, sometimes the difference between 4-0, 4-5 plus is that consistent application of some of the basic techniques. Yeah, great poach down the middle from Roberts. Rybakovs, who just manages to work his way across the centre line, anticipate the pop-up from Nixon and power the volley down the centre of the court. I'm impressed with Rybakovs here. Both Rybakovs, the Rybakovs. And that ball just catches the top edge of Nikita's paddle. I'm led to believe that these chaps are representing Tournated here. The first time a PickleB event have utilised the Tournated software. Is that right, Simon?
Sorry about that, guys. I can't even use a microphone. It was on mute. Yeah, Nikita is Mr. Tournated, basically. He's the guy on the left-hand side. But I got to say, I love the outfits. They are pretty cool. They're also worked with Maxwell, as you can see. They're sponsored, and their paddles. And just for the great shot. The opposing team are playing Fox paddles. Shameless plug there. Sorry.
Great play there from Clark and Nixon. Just when you want some insight from Simon Farr, he starts talking about people's outfits.
Because I haven't got any of my own, basically.
Great defence here. But the power from Nikita Rybakovs just keeps Clark and Nixon on the baseline. Are we giving away money for catches in the crowd, Scott? Ultimate kindness here from Scott Mayo in the comms booth. Back to the action. It's the Rybakovs with their foot on the pedal. The Rybakovs have been comfortable throughout the group stages here, winning every single game in their Group B category. There's Nixon and Clark, who finished third in that group, but managed to get through as lucky losers. So already defying their positionings to be in the final here, Clark and Nixon. Rybakovs very much the favourites here, and living up to that billing with a 3-point lead so far. But that's nice from Lee Nixon, who puts the dink out wide, creates a space and pierces the volley. Great play from the Lee Nixon, Scott. So don't forget, this is a race to 15 here rather than 11. You see that Lee Nixon absolutely loves his pickleball, Scott. Now, it wouldn't surprise me, and you referenced it earlier, Scott, off camera, that these partners from Latvia, the Rybakovs, would be the top players in their country. Nice to see Latvia represented here at the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup. If you're watching from Latvia, drop us a message onto the YouTube platform where our live stream is at. Be great to hear from you. If you're watching from anywhere else in the world, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Quite interesting there that the change of ends, Dale and his partner are getting advice from Rob Adams on the sidelines. Rob's a great coach and great tactician as well, so it'll be interesting to see what his advice does in the second half of this game. I think I heard him say be patient.
So we've got Scott Mayo and Simon Farr both giving the same message here, that Rob Adams is doing the coaching. So two eagle-eyed co-commentators in the box. So I'll be the third man, just to let you know Rob Adams was doing some commentating, coaching rather, at the change of ends. So it's possible then, and I don't know Lee Nixon or Callum Clark at all, but it's possible if they've got a friendship with Rob Adams, they could be from the Bristol area. Bristolians, do you think, Simon?
I'm pretty sure Dale's from Torquay, from memory. I think if it's Dale Johnson, I've only got a surname here, but Dale Johnson lives in Torquay. He knows Tim Spearway really well.
So the West Country then, Scott. You're not claiming to be part of the West Country, surely, Scott, as a South Walian? Of course you can.
It's not quite Wales though, Scott, is it?
I feel a Wales and England debate coming up here on commentary, which we're looking to avoid, the clash of the Titans.
I know I'm a big Wales fan. I lived in Monmouth for 7 years.
ATP not defended by Callum Clark, and it's the Rybakovs again who've just got their foot on the pedal here. 2-point advantage, and that serve goes wide from Callum Clark. One thing I noticed about Callum Clark, Scott, and I'm sure he won't mind me saying this, he's got enormous feet. He's also got extraordinary power off that paddle and a great ability to catch the ball, it seems. Highly competitive in this final as well. I'm sure that's not down to his feet per se, but a quality of his nevertheless. A nice placement there from Nikita Rybakov. Just puts the ball into the centre. So second scoring opportunity here for Nixon and Clark. And you feel in this race to 15 it's a crucial stage, Simon.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got to start earning some points off their side out. And again, there's another side out and no scoring there.
There's the power and the angle from Clark. Just watch this back on the replay. Great angle from Callum Clark. And there's another one that just catches the toe end of the paddle. He's absolutely nailing it at the minute, Callum Clark. So, all of a sudden, it's a 1-point game, and Nixon and Clark are in this final. Looking at the Rybakovs, Scott, you'd say that Nikita is the stronger player of the two. He's looking to dominate more of the court. That's a great leave there. Sometimes the most difficult shots are the ones you don't play at all, Simon, and leaving the ball, not an easy skill in pickleball.
No. I'm very guilty of not leaving the ball because I've got quite hard shoulders. Most of you don't get the joke. I have this thing saying shoulder high, let it fly, but I'm 6'2", so I should let a lot fly, shouldn't I?
Clearly spend all of your time carrying your partner. Broad shoulders like that. Back to this, and Georgie Gertz getting quite loud on the sidelines over there in support of Clark and Nixon representing the home team. But it's still the Latvians with the ascendancy here. Players enjoying their time on the show court here, looking to put on a bit of an exhibition as well as a pickleball performance. Great early preparation from Lee Nixon that just puts the ball into the net. So it is the Rybakovs who are very much getting closer to the margin of 15 required here for gold medal. And that catches the net cord, and Callum Clark can't react to that. Yelps out in frustration. That goes long as well from Clark. So all of a sudden, it's Nikita and Roberts Rybakovs who are 2 points from gold medal, 2 points from victory on English turf here for the Latvian brothers. All players just checking on the score. Definitely 13-9-2. And Callum Clark can't rescue that. Nikita apologises, but ultimately that brings up gold medal point here for the Latvian duo of the Rybakovs. That catches the top of the net cord and goes wide. Wry smile from Nikita. Is there a bit of friendly needle in this one, Scott? Yeah, that back class from Nikita Rybakovs is there to all to see. Angle left, angle right, put away, good night. I just think I mean, it might be a bit late in the day now, but could have done with targeting Roberts, Rybakov's more here, Scott, because match points here, gold medal points here, championship points here in our 4-0 division. That goes wide, and there it is. It is the Latvian duo who are successful here at the Tournated Basingstoke Pickleball Cup. They take home the gold medals all the way back to Latvia. Congratulations to them, who were mightily impressive, not only in the group stages, but getting the job done there in the final. Commiserations to Lee Nixon and Callum Clark, who put on a great show for us here on Show Court, but just fell short in the end, Scott. Yeah, very much agree with that sentiment, Scott, definitely. So once more, congratulations to Roberts and Nikita Rybakovs. They will take home the gold medals back to Latvia. We'll be going for a short break, but when we return, we'll have some senior mixed doubles action for you. Do not go anywhere.
The modern workplace promises flexibility, productivity, and collaboration, but getting there isn't always easy. Many businesses struggle with outdated systems, security concerns, and the challenge of integrating remote and hybrid work environments seamlessly. ICTO delivers modern workplace solutions designed to tackle these challenges head-on. With expertise in cloud integration, enhanced security, and intuitive collaboration tools, ICTO ensures your team can work securely and efficiently from anywhere. Our tailored solutions streamline workflows, reduce the IT headache, and create an agile, future-proof workplace. Plus, with proactive support and strategic guidance, ICTO helps you navigate the ever-changing digital landscape with confidence. Don't let workplace challenges hold your business back. Choose ICTO to transform your workplace into a dynamic, productive, and resilient environment. ICTO, here when you need it.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of every pickleball league.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us here live at the Basingstoke Pickleball Cup, headlined by Tournated. The mobile app is live for you to download and follow the progress of your favourite players throughout the course of this weekend. And we're about to kick off with over 50s mixed doubles open, powered by Skechers Pickleball, the footwear of choice for pickleball players this weekend. And Franklin, our ball sponsor, utilising the X40, the ball of choice for players around the world in pickleball. Our live stream in partnership with ObsBots, who provided all of the cameras for this weekend. And first up in our mixed doubles action for the seniors at open level, we've got Ashley Gunning from the Cayman Islands pairing up with our very own Claire Roscoe. They'll be taking on the familiar Paul Chard and his partner Barbara Kappa. So, competitive affair to open up with. Scots, what can we look forward to in our mixed doubles open this evening?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see sort of the difference to what I've sort of been commentating on so far this past half hour, 45 minutes. I've had a chance to play against Paul, a fantastic player. And again, I think we can just expect a great standard all around again. So looking forward to this one as well.
So Paul Chard with ball in hand gets us underway. His partner Kappa, and that was Roscoe receiving with her partner Gunning. So interested to see how this one plays out. I've seen Kappa and Chard play before. A lot of back pedigree and class to their game. And we can see the quick hands of Chard, the well-travelled Paul Chard, Bristolian Paul Chard, but travels around Europe, playing a lot of pickleball at senior level. And the man from the Cayman Islands, Ashley Gunning, just sends that ball long past the baseline. So an on-scoring side out.
Yeah, any match like this, I think, especially on court one, just want to settle the nerves, get off that zero, and let that free flowing arm go. And yeah, I think once you're off the mark, should just sort of loosen your arm up, and we'll see what we have in store now.
It's a lob shot from Kappa, and that's nicely executed. Tend to find players that utilise that diagonal lob are much more successful than the straight line lob, Scott.
Yeah, I've definitely learned the hard way that a pickleball court is always smaller than you think. So that cross-court lob, really, with a little bit of top spin on it as well, can be so effective to sort of, yeah, an offensive lob, getting them back onto the baseline, and the world's your oyster there then.
So Roscoe and Gunning are off the mark here. Nice early settler. Talk about getting those basics right in the early stages. What a great rescue that is, and another great recovery. But it's Chard whose dominance
I don't think that replay even does it justice. I mean, live right in front of us, a few yards in front of us, is unbelievable reactions and flexibility to get down to that ball. So credit where it's due. It's unbelievable effort there.
Kappa just not following through with a forehand dink there. Just catches the nets. So second scoring opportunity for Chard and Kappa in this Group B encounter. The mixed doubles this afternoon, stacked with quality everywhere you look. Tracy Walker and Ian Marshall pairing up here this afternoon, and what a great angle from Barbara Kappa. Just finds that backhand slice dink, pushes it out wide, and Roscoe definitely can't recover that one. We've got Claire Burgoyne and Nathan Hill, who will probably be the morning line favourites here for the mixed doubles. But I quite like the look of Naomi Reynoso and Richard Basford, who will be difficult to beat, as will Chris Freilink and Helen Kenner. So every which way you look in our open mixed doubles competition, there's quality, Scott Mayo.
For sure. And again, that's what's so excellent about this sport. The fact that you've got 50 plus categories, and I mean, all those names you mentioned and more. I mean, they can play 18 plus, they could play in it all. Just fantastic all around, great to see.
Great defence from Ashley Gunning.
Wow.
And it's Roscoe who finishes the job, but Ashley Gunning, with all the defensive prowess of a warrior there at the kitchen line, just manages to fend off the attack of Kappa.
I really was gunning for him in that one to win that point, and he was successful in doing so.
Scott Mayo firing all the puns here from the commentary booth. No real rhythm to this one yet, Simon Farr.
Although that's 2 points in a row now for Gunning and Roscoe, so it feels like they've got a bit of momentum going with them.
And Barbara Kappa, great hands at the kitchen line once again. Great finesse, great touch, and just sets up the winning opportunity perfectly for her partner. Brilliant play by Kappa.
I love this sport.
Sport loves you, Scott Mayo.
It's just a joy to watch.